Hi guys, happy Saturday. Indeed, a long day with no videos and all the tasks to finish in. No more complaints, no more excuses is what you can give for all the day 1, 2, 3 challenges, guys. So, how was it? Let's get started with the amazing journey of the finale live session. Not the webinar, guys. So the webinar is going to happen tomorrow. I'm talking about the live. Okay, this is going to be so exciting. Hey guys, how are you and how was your Saturday? I think that's how I would like to start. And how did you use this day? Did you finish up all the backlogs and everything that you could regret you had not done so that going forward you have no regrets at all? And today come in with questions. Oh my God. Excuse me, guys. And today come in with questions from all sort of sphere. Of course, the content questions will be taken in with the most priority, but I'm so damn excited to see all of you. Hey Rajni, I hope you can see me now. I hope that you're able to access the video. Okay, and Moon says, okay, I do see that the video day 1, day 2 cannot watch again, but I would just get it checked with the team as well. I think that shouldn't be a problem because for now, everyone can watch all the videos and I can see so amazingly people have started to post all the challenges. Hey guys, tell me, how did you spend your Saturday? Before anything else, how was your Saturday? And evening, guys, evening, I'm excited. So that going forward, you have no regrets at. That was me listening to me. Avoid the hiccup. Hey Rajni, hey Alan, nice to see you. Good evening, everyone. And it's a Saturday where we have so many commitments to ourselves, to our family, to our close ones, and even some of the backlogs that we aim at finishing it today. I want to know, okay guys, tell me, how was the day 3 video and were you able to do the challenge for the day 3 video or not? Reading, cooking, and some LinkedIn too. So Rajni, what did you cook? That will be so much fun to know. And I watched the videos. Alan, superb, lovely to know you watched the videos. And how about others, guys? How has the plan been for all of you? I know some of you have submitted the task and I could see in the page. I could see yesterday also a lot of people submitted the task and that was so amazing. But I hope this extra day, which was a complete off day, no work day, can be used by all of you to get a little more closer to your success journey on LinkedIn. Lovely, Roshni. It's amazing to see you here. And I saw some of your submissions, Roshni. I saw you did phenomenally well yesterday. I'm excited to review some of the submissions from all of you guys. But before we get started, let's start with the Q&A. If you have any questions or have you come across some of the other problems or something that has been a hindrance or concern, or let's say you came across something interesting, I'm all up to answer those questions first. And simultaneously, I'm going to take a quick look at what are the recent submissions. Like I saw Michelle updating her profile. Wow, so I can see she updated her profile. Even Lee updated her profile. Alan, you did too. That's nice. And Rashmi is keeping up with the day 3. However, Grace is going for the day 1. That's lovely, guys. So many of you actually went to the day 1 video and updated your profile. Not bad. That is the most important step of anything you do on LinkedIn. Your profile must be the most updated thing on LinkedIn. And I'm glad you did. Oh, Henry, you did the day 2 work. That's lovely. Even Leanne, not bad, not bad. And I am all excited to get your question today, guys. If you have any, shoot it up, and then we shall get started with the review. I did the LinkedIn post, wasn't perfect. Perfect will happen, don't you worry. And as I always say, never chase for perfection because that delays your success. All you got to do is chase for doing it, take some action and make it happen. Eventually, you will know what works for you and what is the best thing to go for. Alongside, of course, hey Henry, good evening. And Alan says, I would not have posted the LinkedIn post, but for this challenge. I am glad, Alan, you broke that barrier and went ahead and posted, probably for the first time on LinkedIn. And this is the game changer, because if you want to get visibility without putting any effort on the other side, then this is how you do it. Okay, guys, I need to ask you very quickly. Suddenly the video has stopped. I'm not sure why. Okay, let me just quickly give a check here. The video has stopped suddenly, and I'm gonna give it a, I'm gonna verify it once again. Guys, can you let me know on the comment section below that if you can still see the, if you can still see the video. Roshni, I see the video has been stopped and you are live. Okay, that's lovely, guys. I'm back again. Video, okay, superb. So there was a bit of a network issue, I guess. Then Michelle, good evening. And Rajni, Day-3 nailed it. Wow, I'm excited to see Rajni, your post. And good evening, Mairen. Nice to see all of you. And okay, Alan, I was talking about you and saying I'm glad you broke the barrier and opened arms, welcomed the world of LinkedIn with content curators, because that gives you a visibility without even doing anything beyond that. You know, it is a whole new world, which once you explore it, I think it'll put you in a mindset where you have to do it, because otherwise you tend to just start feeling that you aren't giving your 100%. But however, let's go further and see what Roshni has to say. I usually create videos but shy away from posting or publishing, or will do it a few times then stop, but bit the bullet and did it. Wow, Roshni. Oh, wow. This is amazing. So am I going to say someone's video today? That's lovely. Roshni, I think video creation isn't an easy task, and I really have to give you a huge round of kudos, because when you get started in the journey of creating videos, there's so much that you overcome. There's this anxiousness, there's fear, there's at the same time, there's a bit of a hesitation of how you are, being self-critical, being in self-doubt. And I have been in all of those things. So trust me about it. I'm so happy that you took the plunge. And once, twice, thrice, and 30th time, you might feel exactly the same. So don't expect to be out of that feeling anytime soon. But what you got to do is just keep it going. And every time has the same enthusiasm, the same sense of little bit of fear. It does come down over the period of time. And you come up with more confidently with the camera. But you still remain anxious for a bit of more time. So give it a time. It doesn't happen with once, but I'm so glad you did it. I am glad that the video is back. So let's get started with the questions round. And Punima says we can hear and view you fine. Super, Punima, thanks for confirming. And Ansnea says, I had a question. Why did you mention only 3 hashtags? I usually put 7 to 8 hashtags. Is that a bad thing? Alan, LinkedIn promotes the first 3 hashtags the most. After that, it just brings part of the content. Plus, it is a professional platform where you don't want to clutter the post with too many hashtags. For now, you can go up to 5 and 6, but 7 to 8 can be way too much. It would not bring the eyeballs of the people to the place you want to get them to. And at the same time, it just defocuses the content a little bit. But if you're distributing the hashtag in the content, let's say, for example, you're distributing the hashtags first line, third line, seventh line, 10th line, then probably you can still go ahead with a number of 6 to 7. But if you're accumulating them together, I really don't recommend going more than 5, and 3 is the sweet spot to be in. If you're able to keep it to that number, I try to keep it till that number most of the times, but of course, because of the reasons of the subject, I go until 5s or around there. But however, I wouldn't recommend to go until 8. That would be too much. And let's get started. Okay, the video is fine. I can still see. I found engaging others' content and actually writing more was creating a greater relationship and fabulous acceptance. They were sending me invites faster and my conversations were better. Rajni, absolutely. When we create content, indeed, it's not only about creating content on your own profile, it is about creating content across the platform. And when you value add to some other people's network, which is the give first attitude, the give first phenomenon, it definitely brings it back. But how do you take that audience who is coming back to you is through putting your thought leadership, understanding of your interest or expertise out there in form of content, is making sure that you're able to give right value to the people who comes to you when you are going with the give first attitude. And that's the reason why content curation helps you to multifold those visitors, at the same time get them retained to your content, get them retained to your branding, adds to your recall, and become even loyal to you. So you create an influence on a bunch of people, audience, tribe, community, or you build a tribe or a community only when they know what are you great at. And that's where original content creation happens. But if you're going with a strategy of curating on others' profile first, it's phenomenal for the brand presence. It's phenomenal to be able to get visibility among the eyes of those people. So if your idea is just to get them to see you and not hold them back and just bring it in the DMs and then take it further from online to offline, then it's a fair deal to go ahead with. However, if you are planning to anywhere build a thought leadership for yourself, like I know you have been in exhibitions and convention space and put people how they can fight during the COVID times, where event industry has become one of the most affected industry after travel. So indeed, you can do that by building content out there. So this could be a perfect mix to go through. However, give first is always greater to always great if you have to pick one of them. Going ahead, guys, Viviana says, hey Kush, how to read the LinkedIn statistics on your video? That's a secret I'm going to share on the finale webinar, guys. Absolutely, that's a secret. But wait a second. Should I actually tell you guys? Let me think. Because you guys are on the live, shouldn't you get some extra advantage? Okay, guys, I'm going to give it to you and not on the finale webinar. So it's a Shield Analytics. That's the name of the app that I use. So you can go ahead and check it out. It's Shield Analytics, which analyzes the content and the engagement that you have done so far on the platform. And thus, you can crack your own numbers there and get the entire data out. So Viviana, just for you, releasing it now. Awesome, Rajni. Now let's get started, guys. If you have any more questions, keep it coming and I'm going to take it further. Wait a second. I actually see more questions. 1 minute. Are there? Okay. Okay, Viviana, I did it. It's Shield Analytics, guys. It's Shield Analytics. Just go ahead and try it. It's a wonderful app. I love the founder. They've done some great work there. It gives you complete analytics of how your LinkedIn has been doing. So check it out, guys. So Purnima has to say the workshop content and your knowledge is absolutely phenomenal for personal branding or for entrepreneurs. Thank you so much, Purnima. Thank you for your kind words. But what more or different can I do to add value to the company I'm working for? I'm working as a conference producer. Okay, Punima, of course, when it comes to on an individual level where you want to add value to the company, which is a phenomenal thought. First of all, I would like to credit that. Absolutely, Ellen, that is it. It is Shield Analytics. It's the Shield app.ai that you got to try and experiment it yourself. And this is the app that gives you the entire data that you saw in my presentation. Okay, so you guys have a great advantage here. The last few groups, they don't know it as yet. So, okay, coming back to Purnima's question. So Purnima, what if you want to add value as a conference producer? See, to looking at this pandemic times, let's just imagine that you are in leadership team where you want to make sure that you can drive growth for the company at any point of time, especially in industry which is event. All that the company wants is either events, which is direct conversion, or to be able to connect with the high-end brands and companies who might want to do events, and you want to do branding, you want to do relationship building and networking with those companies, even to work with convention centers, or to be working collaboratively or building relationship with other people in the event industry who might potentially want to do event is very important. So I think if you want to add value to the company you're working, first thing you can do is, going point wise, guys, be a part of groups where people who potentially are founders or owners of large companies who are still doing online webinars, who are still doing online events. And if you can help them or empower them, build that community, build that network, build that relationship with them, see how exactly can you guys probably even consult them if that's something that you do. So be part of the LinkedIn group and go with engaging people on an individual level. Second, what you got to do is look back on what you guys have already done through LinkedIn post. Look back with certain events that you guys did. Look back on certain activities which puts your company out as a credibility point of view, means already generates a trust signal that you guys have done already well. So as soon as someone wants to organize an event, they would think of you because they've seen your work from the past. So look back with those content style. Third, engage with anybody and everybody in the network who falls under the purview of your potential people who might want to do events in the next 6 months. So guys, if people are not taking decisions, this is a time of building relationship and using this time perfectly towards direction which is not very sales driven but relationship driven, then it can help you convert as soon as the market opens up. So these are certain things that you can do for your business on LinkedIn to make sure that your company gets right visibility on the platform as and when it happens. Fourth, last but not the least, if you see post from your company point of view or company posting across or anybody from your post, be a part of that, support that post, engage with that post, tag a few people on that post, try to bring as much as visibility for the content of those particular posts, which has been either done by the founders of your company or any company member or any team member or colleague or even company's own page. That engagement that you do, not by just liking, so I have to repeat, not just by liking but commenting on it, can bring a strong credibility for the company's profile. So these are few things, Purnima, that you can do. However, if you got to start somewhere, then start with building a network, which starts with building your presence on the platform. So SFLAM, hey, any general recommended post prime time, office hours or after weekends? Okay, I was waiting for this question, guys. I was sincerely thinking, why haven't I got this question so far? So kudos to you, SFLAM, for asking this question. Indeed, there is a best time to post on LinkedIn. And guess what? I'm going to tell you guys what it is. So the best time to post on LinkedIn is morning hours. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays are some of the best days, which is early part of the week, because the later part of the week, the audience is kind of dies and weekend is not so cool. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday being the early part of the week, and starting part, which is 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, anywhere between 10 to 12 is the best time. And I've noticed Tuesday 10 to 12 turns out to be one of the best days and time to post on LinkedIn. So what you got to do is pick those days and post about the most important content, followed by the general ones to the latter part of the week. That's my take as a flum on the timings and the days. Pooja, two of my connections to whom I curated personalized message, after chatting with them for a while, they gave me their number saying that they have connected there too. So how should I go forward building bond, not being too much? I mean, how frequent should I be with them to bond further? Okay, how should I go forward building bonds and not being too much? Okay, Pooja, so first of all, if they have connected with you and given phone numbers, just make sure the people are not creepy on a surface level. I just want to make sure that that's the criteria that you've already checked and tested out with the person's profile. And now when you have the contact number, it depends whether they are a potential network or a client or a prospect or a potential partnership are you looking at, what is it that you're looking at, or just to learn from that person. So I would not recommend you to be super immediate taking action. Have a little bit of cooling period, maybe a few hours or 10, 12 hours, and then add the number and drop in a hi over a WhatsApp and take the conversation ahead there. Keep it there. And if you want to schedule a Zoom call for a 15, 20 minutes understanding of what he does and to introduce what you do, just to take the bond further, go ahead and explore. It's about the energies and the vibes that you feel with the person. And if he is a potential prospect, then go slow. Build up the rapport on the WhatsApp as much as possible, and then eventually go for a call or a Zoom call. Video calls are preferred to be able to gel and have eye interactions, eye contact as much as possible. So just make sure you go for a video call if he's a prospect or someone. And if you want to learn, then definitely that's a way to go. But the frequency point of view is absolutely your call, which depends on how friendly the person is and how you're gelling it. Is it going to the level of friendship? It is still industry friends, or it is very much like professional acquaintance. Based on that, like some of my LinkedIn friends are like buddies. I can pick up middle of the night and call them. Some of my LinkedIn friends are a little distance and I would just be very cordial and it's like industry friends. And some are just acquaintance. I don't interact with them over WhatsApp. I just keep it only strictly on LinkedIn. So it depends what kind of rapport you want to build. Based on that, you can choose a frequency. So going forward, Michelle says, since my LinkedIn is focusing more on property agent, is it okay if I post few content related to the clinical research? Absolutely, not a problem at all, because you have that side also, but you have to have a very good ratio. You can have clinical research side of it, but do make sure that it is not 50-50, it is 70-30 or 80-20, where the majority of the part is about somewhere related to that. But generally, you can have other topics coming in, which is from the daily life, which is from your learning, meeting people and conversations, something happened from the day and the incidents you're sharing, or it could be a trending topic from the industry of real estate or clinical that you want to share. You can talk about both the things on your profile, but don't let people to get confused. Try to talk about one thing more than the other at a certain given point of time. Like, let's say you for the 6 months take property and talk 70% more about that, and clinically just followed by 30% or so. So just make sure that you have the right balance. It's not an app, guys, that you need it for. It's not a mobile application. It's a web application. So you can just go ahead and check the website and subscribe for it. It's a paid tool, guys. So you have to pay to be able to get access to what exactly you saw on the proposal PowerPoint or what you saw in the video yesterday. So Viviana says, is it okay to write too niche in the headline? Too many titles in the headline, is it bad or good? Okay, so too niche, I'm not sure, Viviana, what exactly do you mean by that, and how, I would say, how distinct are they from each other? Like, how ways apart are they from each other? If they're way too apart, then you want to be super careful. One can be the main headline and the other can be a keyword. That could be a balance that you might want to strike in, but do not allow people to have heavy tension. Like, I wear multiple hats. There's a speaker, entrepreneur, there is a marketer, there's a LinkedIn coach inside, and at the same time, I'm also a public figure. So there is personal branding that I also talk about. So there are so many hats, but I always make sure to choose a priority at a certain given point of time. So make sure that you have all of those highlighted somewhere hidden in your profile, but pick one thing as 80% and the rest of the things as 20%, guys. Otherwise, you won't be able to succeed on the platform. And I have to be very, very brutally honest here. 80% should be the thing that is more important for you, that brings more value to you, and that is what the market needs at this point of time. So please keep that in mind. So Purima says, thank you, that does help. Should I use my LinkedIn account or a company account to engage? Your own account. So any company, if they get their people, their team, the colleagues to engage, 10 times more branding is what the company gets in, for two reasons. First, LinkedIn algorithm supports individual accounts above the company account, way beyond that, way beyond that. Second, anybody talking about themselves seems like too braggy. So when a company talks about themselves, it doesn't seem nice. But if the employee who have been associated with the campaign, with the company, and that particular team member talks about it, it brings whole lot of new credibility. It's like, people are talking about you when you're not even in the room. And that's what you want to build it. So definitely you must talk about your company and not let anybody else, or not let only the company talk about them. So engage from your profile. What are your views on the tools? Okay, yes, Duck Soup for LinkedIn. I think at this point in time, I will not give too much of tool feedback on that, but indeed, I don't use Duck Soup at all. So I wouldn't be a avid follower of it and wouldn't want to get into it, but no doubt on the fact that there are some amazing tools on the platform, which we work with corporates. So I won't be able to give on feedback on one of the tools, but indeed, tools like that are great. But guys, please be careful. You can get blocked by LinkedIn forever and can never come back on the platform. So just be careful on how you apply for the platform. There are different ways of doing it, and we work with corporates, we work with large organizations. When we do this, we take a whole lot of different measures to be able to apply any sort of tools to the LinkedIn platform. Be careful. You read about them, it's nice, but it has a lot of penalties that come alongside as well. Any kind topics you should avoid writing? Yeah, of course. I think do try sabotaging someone, try not sabotaging someone, or try not bad mouthing someone on the platform. Do not be sadist or negative on the platform. At the same time, having an opinion on something is okay, even if it's political, it's fine, but do not be critical about it. It's just your POV, and be open-minded as much as possible. Don't be too opinionated and too strict on what you believe in and not approachable at all. You also do not want to take risk of talking something bad about anybody on the platform. You don't know, the network is quite closed and it comes back to you, and you wouldn't want to do that. Plus, it's not a nice thing to do. Let's admit it, guys. At the same time, you don't want to be racial. You don't want to put out any racial discrimination, color discrimination, or culture discrimination, any sort of such discrimination you don't want to push out on the platform. So be careful on that. And you do not want to be one most important thing, which is doing anything which comes from falsehood and copy pasting other people's content. Please be authentic. You don't want to post anything which is not genuine and is a copy paste from someone else's post. Like, you found some good post, you felt like, oh, this is what exactly I feel, and you'll just copy it and paste it. Don't do that, guys. If you got an idea from someone, get inspired. Don't steal. There's a huge difference. And then craft the story what you think should be. Is our post readable by public? Not first, second, third connection based on the hashtag. Yes, indeed, it is. Absolutely. If anybody's looking for a hashtag and if they are somewhere in your network, it is definitely, but by default, everybody is in your third network or in your network. Like, by default, everybody is in your third network if they are not in first or the second network. There is nothing like that. So if anybody is looking for the hashtag and your content is a popular content which has got a fair bit amount of visibility, yes, you will get visibility. But if the hashtag is not popular, if the hashtag is dull, then definitely not many people will be checking it, so you may not get any visibility from it. Yes, it's an absolute no-no, Viviana, if you post videos using YouTube or Vimeo link. Third-party URLs are not something which is preferred by LinkedIn at all. So please don't do, guys. Go ahead and post your own videos, or if you have videos that you want to post, don't put links, put the video directly on the LinkedIn platform. Otherwise, it doesn't work. The reach of the post drops immensely. Yes, guys. So with this, I am going to go ahead with the review time, guys. It is time to review, and I'm all excited to see what have you guys posted. Okay, so here I am. Okay, so I'm gonna review the day three first as much as possible. But guys, today, since we are limited on the time and everybody has done a lot of their challenges, I'm gonna pick one challenge from one person and then review it. If we have some extra time to try to cover, but I do want to cover different types as much as possible. So finally, the post I wouldn't have posted, but I'm glad, Sneha, as I mentioned, that you went ahead and you overcome the posting barrier. Let's look at it as what Zoom or MS Team, okay? Mural or Micro or Basecamp or Asana. Okay, I haven't tried Mural or Miro. I'm excited to know your feedback on that. Rest of the four, I'm quite acquainted with it. What actually matters when you choose one tool over another? How many times in the past years did you get frustrated over deciding which app tool services to use? This is major influx collaboration tool in the market. Even one claims to do the better than another. For the conference, I prefer Zoom, but I will be productive only if I make calls. Okay, for whiteboard, I was mentioning it's good for scenarios. And how did I get to this point? I went ahead and tried on first instead of saying decision fatigue. When in large team, deciding what you want to use at an enterprise level can be frustrating. What finally matters is that you have a tool, even if it is not the tool. Experiment and let the people know if it's an experiment. Collect feedbacks. Limited period contracts help you switch tools when you see the own server in progress is better. Make a move. I like it. It is quite neat and clean. You're covering topic which is quite in time because people have these difficulties. They don't know whether Zoom or Teams or Basecamp or Asana are going forth. I just felt like a little lost here, honestly, because I felt like you talked about all of these things as an emotion. You explained them a little bit, which seems little too much. But it's still fine. It's absolutely fine. Trust me. I love the last learning that you have included. Probably one emoji or two emoticons would have been nice to know that this is where the impact of the content is. And at the same time, what is important was that you could try to reduce the number of words that has been used in the post. So once you write the entire post, this is an advice, guys, I'm going to go give to everyone. And this is one of the golden tip that I'll give you. When you have done the entire post and you're like, I am all ready to post it and let's just hit the post button. Don't hit that post button, guys. Don't. Take a step back. Read that post again. And the only objective you might have is I have to save the time of the people who are reading the post. So I would need to make them read till the end. And am I reading it till the end or not? Where am I pausing and I feel like I've lost interest? I need to cut down words there. And this review of your own content will help you succeed so damn immensely with your content. So the learning was very good, I must say, because unless you try it, you don't get to know it. But the one thing that was most important in this post and which was missing out is call to action. There is no call to action. As simple as you could ask, what are your thoughts, guys? How do you pick tools for yourself on the enterprise level? Or let's just say, how do you make decisions during this time, or which one do you like the most? So there could be some call to action which could have enhanced engagement level on the post. Now what has happened is become a post which is one direction. People will read it, they appreciate it, probably they'll hit the like button, but they'll not do anything further. So when you ask them questions, you encourage them to comment on the post, which actually multiplies the call to action engagements, which multiplies the reach of your post. More people comment on your post, more the people see your post. So that's the proportionately driven ratio. Going next, Michelle, I think I like your profile picture. It's quite neat. I hope it's not blur. I just kind of feel like that for me a second or two. I feel like your Facebook picture is more clean, but I'm not sure if this is only because of the screenshot or it's because of anything else. Let's turn your dream of owning a home into reality from IQI. Wow, helping individual to own their dream house while researching the role of the BACH batch 2 in the immune term. Okay, I'm trying to pronounce that name, which just seems to twist my tongue to every single direction. Okay, so it's thrombobiacro. I hope I could do it, but only Michelle can tell me that. Patience. I'm a little confused here that how exactly dream houses while researching the role. I mean, you have put in two of your important role, which is creating a bit of a tension. So please try to not have that tension. Researcher at Imperial College London is absolutely fine. You can add a word of what kind of researcher you are and let the dream home be the dream home side of it, like you have it in your cover. The cover is quite nice. It has a house. It has the statement. It has your email ID. It has the trust signal of the companies that you work. So it's great. It's actually great. All I think is this blue, which is in the background, of course, the sky, to be obvious, but I somehow feel that if it would have been some other bright color, it would have got more value. Just completed. I trust it's not too late. Okay, I'm glad that you did it. So Michelle, so Lily, since you did it, okay, connecting awareness to change, and then I can see a profile picture, which is good. So yes, leaders and teams to lead change in the heart way. Okay, the heart way is not very clear. So guys, what happens is you do come up with pitches, but the pitch has to be strong. The pitch has to be understood by the people, and that's where you must be very careful. So you're helping leaders and teams to lead change. The heart way is little bit not too clear, but of course, Kelly, you have your email ID in the cover photo, which I couldn't first. I just noticed it. So which means you want to highlight it a little bit. The color is not coming out well because there's the background and then the color is white. Probably you want to put a background and then put the email. And connecting awareness to change, I think more than that, the important message, what 20 years in corporate training and coaching, 1,500 leaders in, I think that is a more stronger trust signal, because connecting awareness to change is not something that explains very clearly on your expertise, which I can see you're phenomenal at. You're working with large group of audiences with this photo. So that's a huge trust signal, Lily, to fabulous as a photo selection to go with. All I feel is the message needs to be more powerful to come out, to be able to express in the words that people can relate with and say, oh yes, that's the factor here. Transformative organizations with the power of positivity, resilience, and emotional intelligence. So I do get you're into transformation of individuals and leadership. Okay, that's still nice. That looks so much better. Your profile picture is very nice. I must appreciate the smile, the eyes. It speaks so much. So that looks great. That really looks great. Okay, going forward, we have Sneha. And Sneha, indeed, your cover photo is very good. I must appreciate it. I actually saw a while earlier as well. It is quite clean. It is so much better. And I'm not sure why why is this gray photograph there? Because that photograph just looks a bit odd and doesn't explain anything for the reason. Though I do understand these are your own photographs and that's perfectly all right, but why not use another photograph of yourself here and make it a perfect cover? But it's a great cover. The email ID is, I help businesses make online meeting and training effective and efficient, which is great as well. So I think, Ellen Sneha, your overall it's come up quite well. I just feel the font typeface is not same for both of them. Just take a look at that. I love this. So this is the favorite part of the cover, which is the hashtag being out there. That's lovely. Online facilitator and trainer and online collaboration expert. I think that's great. Rashmi completed. I must say it was quite a challenge. Did not realize there were word and free text. Guess I missed that part during the recorded session. Overthinking the post nearly made me give up. No, I'm glad you didn't. I'm really glad, Rashmi, you didn't. Yeah, there is a limit of 1295 letters and characters to be precise. So it says women working from home without guilt. Now I am not pulling the women card. Okay, that's a good start. That's a great start. No, I'm not pulling a women card. Just my honest opinion and thoughts on how to make the best of it. Work from home can never be easy for anyone in the beginning. It can be overwhelming. It can lead to total lack of initiative. It can lead to total feel lack of accomplishment. However, sometimes it's tougher for the women and the difficult to shut ourselves away and pretend to be in the office. However, hoping that we are invisible to others in the house and make this happen. To be fair to the inhabitants of the house, and it's quite natural. My most significant takeaway is accepting that unless I am in a call or racing against, it's okay. And run my work and over my turn. I do relate, and I think so many moms will relate to this. Chat with my mother and okay to feel fruition and definitely. And this action are crucial to keep the energies level. So never undervalue its worth. What is important is the one it's disciplined enough. Yes, exactly. And honest to the to-do list at the start of the day and should enjoy this time working from comfort zone without being superb content idea. I would say, Rashmi, this is indeed something that any women is going through at this point in time, when they used to cut down from home and focus on the work, but now there is a difficulty that happens, and there's a huge lot of, you're not working about this, if you're not taking care of your child, you're guilty about that. So both of the situations are very bad to experience it, and completely with you. So the topic is bang on. I just felt like towards the end it became too texty. You could have been more expressive and cut down towards the end. I think the starting was very powerful, very powerful. But one thing which is the post is missing for sure, guys, is I think by now you have guessed it, it's the call to action. There is nothing that people should write about. Have you gone through something like this? What are your thoughts? How are you overcoming this guilt, if you have that at all? Something. Yeah, something that could be a call to action from asking people so that they engage with your post. But trust me, it's a great one as a topic and a great start to go with. Happy Saturday, Group 5 mates. It's definitely a strict teacher, but it's all up for our good. Yes, I'm so sorry to be so strict, but I'm glad that you did it. I could see you have done all the 3 challenges. That's superb. Okay, so let's get into this, which is lifestyle tips. Not bad. Okay, lifestyle tips and link. Okay, add a call to action, which is superb, and I can see some. My world has changed. Okay, how do you kickstart your day? Not a very powerful start, I would say. Not a very powerful start. It's a good start, but it's a very general one. Do you start your day right? Are you starting your day with the right energy? Is your day start going wrong or something? I mean, where you can generate more curiosity among the audiences to click on see more. How do you kickstart your day is something which is very general and it doesn't excite people. It's like a normal thing. So you might want to work on the trigger side of it. I like this line. It's okay to have a good bad day. Somehow I can get myself to get on the yoga mat, but I insist on this. Exercise stimulates. And today being a weekend, I spoiled myself with 30 minutes yoga and Okay, so the post flow is very nice. I think the lifestyle tip. Are you sure it's a lifestyle tip? And try a hashtag called fitness tip or health tip if it is more popular in it. Though you can keep up with the lifestyle tip as well, but just want people to even recognize that this is related to health tip and it's also about fitness. Uh, I felt like somewhere here it just got a little too descriptive. This is a great start, but the call to action is fabulous, fabulous. So I'm so happy to see that. So keep that up going. Let's look at the next one. So Grace is on the day one. Okay, Grace, that is. So as I see the day one, the one of the most important thing that I noticed that your profile pic has one and the behind the one. So I won't be able to zoom in too much, but these two profile pic back to back each other is not giving quite a good feel. Probably your own picture can be on the right side rather than just behind your profile picture. But I'm sorry, I cannot see too much of the content which is there since the length. It's better late than never. Yes, Grace, I'm so happy. But your profile picture is very good. I can see something related on the cover, but don't put the name on the cover, okay? Because your name is already there in the heading. The name is there all across whenever in the feed. It is most highlighted date from your profile. So why to waste the real estate into something that you already have been pushing so strongly across every time else? So try put in your value proposition, try put in your strength, try put in your hashtag, try put in your personal brand. That will be more helpful use. But the color of the cover is a little dull and it doesn't directly communicate a very strong statement to say. And sales coach network, when you are a sales coach network marketing, probably this one is a very generic cover. You want to put a cover which is directing to something related to sales and marketing, which can bring you in that space and gives you an automated feel of who or what you have done or which space you are in with the look of it, so that a complete justice can be done there. I'm going to go down and check some of the postings which came early part of the day or it came in yesterday. Okay, the page is loading. Till then, I'm going to stop share, guys, and I'm going to quickly also check your comments, if any. Okay. Thrombocytopenia. I hope, Michelle, it's better now. Thanks for helping me with the pronunciation. Okay, let's. Okay, guys, I'm trying to load the page and it's taking a while. Okay. Henry, your cover banner looks so much better and so nicer. It looks great marketing. So if you stand out to win, which is lovely. I quite like that. It's nice. And I'm looking at the second challenge. 1 second. Let me just scroll down first, guys. I'll share screen. Don't worry. I know my screen is not shared. Okay. Let's get started. Okay, so here I am. This is the day 3 challenge. Okay, Kim. Rajni, let's look at your post. Since the screenshot is too long, I can see some heavy amount of engagement. That's superb, Rajni. That's lovely. That has happened for your post. And I see good amount of like, good amount of share. You have tagged the organization. Of course, thank you so much for the tag. Return to work after 6 years break. And no, it was not for raising a child. Okay, that's a very powerful trigger. Very powerful trigger, trust me, guys, because every time a woman takes a break, it is always thought that it's a pregnancy break that is happening and the kids is there and this and that. So that's a fabulous start. How would I fit in with the fast evolving landscape of the business, whether it is the event or related industry? People have changed positions, have moved on. My learning, so glad I took the break, enjoyed my time, learned new skills, pushed some boundaries, great lessons, the trend, educate myself, learning to what my peers are talking about. If I heard X is here to stay from 8 out of 10 people, the likelihood that is here to stay is 8. 80% I learned. Gen X, Gen Y are all brackets, mindset, nimbleness, upskill, talent, invest in self with a degree accreditation that is keeping with the demand. I'm not waiting for the perfect time. The plunge is happening. I reached out and make new relevant connections for the business and use the platform LinkedIn like Twitter and for modern sales, modern entrepreneurship approach. And here's the virtual hurdles are quite and have virtual huddles with quite a few colleagues regularly. Okay. So it's actually a great post, great post, because I do see a fabulous flow of content here. I kind of got lost a little bit here, to be honest, Rajni. I the likelihood, okay, caught the trend, listening what my peers are talking about. If I heard is X is here to stay from 8 out of 10 people, the likelihood that it is here to stay is okay, awesome. Gen X and Gen Y are all brackets in mindset, nimbleness, upskilling talents, invest itself with a degree and accreditation that is in keeping with the demand. I am not waiting for the perfect time. Okay, I'm not sure why you brought in Gen X and Gen Y, but yeah, I'm sure there's a reason to it. But forget about, I'm not getting into the critiques of the content, but the star is very powerful. There is tags to the right people like Madhu who meant to you, but just one last thing, the call to action. If you would have a call to action, it would have further increased any thoughts, guys. That's all could have been there. And 2 words, and then would have got more exciting, because I can see people already got very excited with the content. Just a call to action would have made a further powerful impact on people. So that would be one thing. This is my before and after, and the before photograph and the after photograph, if I quickly review, the after is so much better. But do face name, because your name is so well highlighted, Lilian, in the title already. So why to waste it there? Just use to highlight the other information, which is 10 years. That's a more important information than the name. The name is already highlighted. Plus, it looks a little bit clumsy because of too much of photograph. I mean, you can reduce a few photographs, just keep one, the big one, and your one photograph, and at the side the extra circle and the curve and all of that, you can just get rid of it, because I think that's not adding too much of value. It's instead making it too cluttered, and reduce the other circular photographs. The gray bar can be a yellow bar, which will increase impact, and put the message inside that bar. And the message should be like 10 years of experience in trust, and that should be the message, not the name. So that would be my quick takeaway for your profile. I can see some amazing feature section, so that's great. So trusted management, estate planning, investments, will, retirement, risk profile of founder of, okay, I think if those are the keywords, then be that. But I just want you to be a more sure on the keyword side of it. So Day-3 challenge, SF plum. Okay, so I see, oops, why is the content not available? Okay, let's go back. Okay, guys, so I'm just going to review 3 more profiles, and it will be a wrap for today. But of course, let me just go through. Okay, Rajni, I got it. I think, but Rajni, kudos to you for 6 years, and you used it so positively, upskilling yourself, learning, grabbing the right tools, the right which you needed, and come out all powerful and rock and roll in this in the new journey that you've started. Kudos to you. On a personal note, from women to women, I really applaud your energy, your enthusiasm, and also your confidence. So, okay, guys, I'm back again to the, and want to quickly scroll it down. Okay. Okay, calm down. Guys, one of the top things that I've seen is you probably are not realizing the importance of the call to action on any post that you're doing. So please do that. The call to action is not always about leading into the website or something. It is about driving engagements to your profile. Like Lian, let's look at your post, and then we have Henry Ho as well. So are that's okay? Do you know that? Okay, I can't see the full post, so okay, art, that's good. Okay, that is a very that's a thought provoking. Do you know that there is good and bad debts? Oh yeah, that is correct. The ones we presume in the set might be liability. It's the difference between the good and the bad, and yes, the good are lower. Okay, I like it. I like it. That's good. That's good because it is, and the financial side, of course, that's always people think it's a bad side of it. And trust me, I had the first thought as well. So I'm glad that that's a great start, and I can see there's a call to action. So that's superb. Let's go further, and I was just okay, here's my screenshot. So Suklin, I help empower and let's try zoom in and see if I can read it. Endeavor of individuals and businesses by developing the capabilities of sustainable long-term growth, executive coach, SMB, business coach, change strategist. Okay. Yeah, I think that's nice, but but your profile picture can be a little more better, I feel like. It just, I'm not too sure if it is the right one. Maybe it's too blurred, but the cover photo, I can see that it is almost a repeat content of your headline, which is fine, but it's too clean. There could be people, there could be you in that cover photo, teaching, training as a coach. So probably use your photograph in the cover photo to increase the impact out of it. And Henry, let's look at this. I see you got the campus virtual financial literacy for the youth, and it is good to know about so many financial literacy topics, and especially, okay, that's a good one because it's very personalized. One of the participants that you resume and writing workshop. Okay, that's again a good one. Came across stand together, kindness, leadership group work. Your work and journey is really inspiring. Okay, Henry, those are some good messages. Just came across this, and I inspired well mental. This is a bit general. I would not give good marks to this one. I came across your content on Mind Valley and YouTube, and to the videos and this. Okay, this is also good. So 4 out of 5. Let's just say that. And I think okay, you're trying to connect with Tony Robbins. That's superb. I'm a big fan of your motivational speakers, and since he's 30,000 mark has already been achieved, so if he really accepts your request, do let us know in the group, and we will all celebrate you for sure, because this will be a moment of success for us, and especially for the entire Salt&Pepper team. So indeed, it will be a great moment to celebrate. I would love how you bring in the hidden talent and make them disappear. I love determination, charisma, energy, and most importantly, your enthusiasm to bring in the best out of the people. Lovely. Okay, no doubt it's a great message, but I'm just waiting to know. Of course, you appreciated him, but and let's see what happens next. Now this, I'm not sure why. Oh, okay, you fit in it, capable of a director, and I saw you've been okay. That's lovely. It's a personalized one, so completely all right. The cover photo is nice, as I've already mentioned. Henry, okay. Gary V, is it really the Gary Vee and Dan Locke? Okay, guys, you're reaching out for the big guys. Okay, if they accept your request, then you got to tell us, because this is going to be so much fun to know it. I've been many videos, and indeed, Gary Vee and Dan Locke, both are great guys in your conference and clear content. I'm a big fan and would love to see you connect on the learn and continue. It is a message which is good, but to people like them, these approaches are not usually only approach that kind of work. But I'm glad you guys tried it. See how it works. There's a different approach to get the celebrities to say yes to something. So definitely, but I'm looking forward to see how it goes for you guys. Can you please go ahead and change your profile picture, as I mentioned last time? And almost wrapping up for today. Henry, just quickly checking your post. I have a confession to make. I used to have a fear of failure. That's a great start. Being vulnerable. A lot of people have this fear of failure, and you are creating relatability here, which is superb. Embrace your failure to reflect. Try to reduce the points content here, and at the same time on the top, because we want people to come to the point, which is great. Let me know, okay, what are some of the things that are limiting us from going out of our comfort zone today? what's some of the things that's limiting you from going out of the comfort zone today, or what could be the possible things that limit us to go out of our comfort zone? Let me know any thoughts you might have in the comment section. You don't quite need to put that one, you can just skip it because that's an obvious one. Just we don't mention that obvious ones here. And this is Lilian, and okay, I listened and failed, and then I listened closely to others, I failed again. Okay, that's again a vulnerable approach. That's nice. You use a photograph of a huge thought leader in the space, and using that one is also something which is great. It really brings in credibility to your profile, and people stop by for a second in that flooded story or feed. So that is it's a great attention grabber, I would say, when you use people like Jagma or Gary Vee or Simon Sinek or anybody in your profile to go for it. Worry about the future, about satisfying the present moment of the doubts. What makes people listen and fail? But there is no call to action there. You're trying to teach people, but it doesn't seem very approachable. So just be careful on that. I want people to be feeling that you want to be heard. I want people to be feeling that they felt like they are being approached, and if you have feedback, then they can come and give it to you. So let me quickly, okay, Henry, I'm trying to locate your post. Have you posted? Because I saw you wrote, can you see one of my posts? Okay, where is it? I think until here I saw all. Okay, coming down. Okay. Revise it. I've already told this is good. The cover photo is nice. Then okay, this is your challenge where I came across your profile. I remember the first time. Okay, this is good. I heard your personal branding share, but where did you hear it? Probably putting that is very important here. You must put that. I love your enthusiasm, your energy, and personality. Most of your content shared. Oh, thank you so much. That was for me. Okay, thank you so much. I was immediately attracted to your name to do actions and share interview and the business. Okay, this is good. This is good. But however, I'm actually looking for your content, which you just mentioned. Jasminder managed to set up my profile. Jasminder, your profile picture is very cute. The headline can be a little more powerful, and the cover photo is not relevant at all. It is colorful, but it doesn't put out any message. Maybe if you can have that, it will be a big difference to your profile. Henry, oh yes, I got a Day-3 challenge. Yes. Okay. USP is okay, sorry guys, USP is a factor presented by a seller are the reasons that the product and services is different and better than that of the competition. Domino's Pizza's USP was one time its slogan to be guaranteed fresh and hot pizza delivered in 30 minutes or less. And in fact, this was the strategy slogan that had unseated the market leader Pizza Hut many years ago. Today, Domino's is still practicing what they promised. Just recently, I called and made a complaint to Domino's Pizza about one of the late deliveries to me, and Miss Honey from Domino's immediately honored with the promise after checking it with my complaint was valid and true. Domino's Pizza deserves the name the pizza delivery expert. Now, guys, now Henry, this one, to be very honest, if I come across the post in the feed, I will not read further. Because the starting is very weak. Now, USP by standard, most of the professionals already do understand that it is the unique selling proposition. And probably the definition of it can be towards the end. For someone who's wondering what is USP, it is unique selling proposition, which is putting you out uniquely in the market. Means trying to be as casual and conversational in the approach. If you would have bought in the Domino's angle right at the top, guys, Domino's don't deliver in 30 minutes. And that's something they proved me wrong after they failed once and I dropped a complaint, but they came back and they agreed mistakes happen, which is absolutely okay. But they made me feel like a happy customer towards the end. And that's what the pizza delivery, that's where I feel they are the pizza delivery expert, and will always let them be the one, because I still remember their unique selling proposition being the fresh, hot, guaranteed pizza in 30 minutes or less. And they even moved Pizza Hut during that time. Guys, what is that? Which company do you think live up to their USP? Have you experienced something like this from Domino's? Or how much does it matter that the customer feels serviced well to be able for such large organization? Could be some of the call to actions that you can go, and could be the entire twist that you can have for the same post that you have done, which would make people excited to know what has Henry written, and then will they click see more and go further. So Henry, just for you, reviewed one of your posts here. Just a quick one, but I do see that Vitalim, who says you cannot teach old dogs new tricks. Sure, if the old dog doesn't want to learn, nothing much can do. However, as saying goes, where there is a will, there's a way. Okay, I'm enjoying this. The start is very, very good, because the way the pun of dog has been used, I'm not sure what it is, during the current period where there's frequent lockdowns and many physical meetings has been replaced by which this has become the new norm, the new way of keeping up the business, and that's true. But an enter would have been nice, and this was a whole lot of big paragraphs, so if it would have been broken into few more lines, it would have been awesome, Tuck. So okay, and the professionals have to learn the new way of conducting virtual meetings, I must say, and they're getting pretty good at it. Kudos to the coaching and training consultant professionals out there, keeping up the attitude of continuous learning. Superb. Are you keeping up the attitude of learning irrespective of your age? Could be your call to action, and it is a fabulous post. I love it. It's very nice because it's on the tower. I think it is a great start because it was intrigue, but just that the arrangement of the content could be more pleasant for the eyes and mobile first approach. So that would have been nice. So that's okay. I did come to this post, but I couldn't read it at that point of time. So this wouldn't be fair for SF Lum, who said it was going and it didn't happen. So I started feeling burned out and demotivated when working from home. And then I turned my distracting phone into the most productive tool. Some working days I was stuck on the task that was taking longer for me to each day. Initially, I love the emoticons. First of all, I just must say that. Initially, I always just tell myself, power through it when I had these moments, do it fast before my focus escapes. But I'm never happy with my quality of work when I'm doing this. Okay, that's great because that makes you more human. I remember, okay, this is getting too descriptive. Try to cut down on the words as much as less you want to put in, and bring a more storytelling approach to it with less words, more expression. And during this consistent, it sounds stupid, but it's all about setting short, achievable, and visible goals. This is a powerful statement. Now, when I have one of those days, I would set 15 minutes of work session and then give 110% to trick my brain to break my day down to the chunk of 25. And that's Pomodoro. If you know about it, Brian, go read it out. Pomodoro is a technique which even Elon Musk follow, and it's kind of similar to this. You must check it out. It is great. Do you have any other tip to help? This is lovely. Yes. Call to action is there. It's nice, but it just gets a little too descriptive. It gets a little too mundane because you're trying to explain. Don't explain, just share. So, and cut down on the words, but the use of emoticon is great. It gives a very clean and a vibrant approach to the post. Okay. Roshni, yes, let's do it. Need to do a 14 days quarantine, and that's a video post, and I can see you all in action. That's lovely. Okay, day 3, except that I did not manage to do it before Dupe. Just happy that I done it. Yes, I'm also very happy that you did it. There is no way I'm going to survive 14 days in a self-imposed lockdown. Are you really in a quarantine mode right now? Which country are you in, Roshni? I want to talk to you. That's what I initially thought and said to anyone willing to listen to my complaint. Now, on the other side of the 2 weeks, I do better, and I share with you my 14 ways of getting through. Oh, wow, that's amazing. More importantly, how to spend this time meaningfully, and where did the time go? I do hope these tips will help you to go about in the 14 days innovation. Would love to hear what you tried and worked, and what else would you suggest I do the next time round. Okay, because there is a next time round for me when I return to my own home in Singapore. Oh, are you in Malaysia by any chance? And that's what led to do into quarantine, or what it is all about. I am more excited in the story. But yes, indeed, 14 tips in one video. I'm just hoping the video is not too long, because when you do a very long video, people lose interest in watching it. Unless at all you have a very attractive subtitle to it, and you're able to just hold on with the excitement and the curiosity. Otherwise 14 tips might be a little long, but this is an assumption, so hashtag this is an assumption, guys. So Roshni, I'm not sure because I have not seen the video, but the content goes very nice. The content is useful because I can see this. You can split it into 3 videos and let people feel like a hook. That, guys, here's my first 3 tips, first 3 things that I learned in the first 3 days, and then the next 4 and the next 4. So you can do something like this, which comes out like a series, so that it's bite-sized videos which has higher absorption level on the platform than is compared to the longer ones. But at the same time, your call to action little got dragged. It is not very evident because of the content being in 3 lines. So please try to have the call to action just 1 line, and then you can have the next line which says, by the way, I'm going to use that tip, guys, because while returning back to my home, I will need them once again. So that could be a separate line, but I'm glad, Roshni, you tried it. The video actually looks quite good. I can see need to do a 14 days content. The tagline is great, and the way you started it was very inquisitive. So that was all great. Okay, Hong Kong, that's nice. It happened. Send yesterday, sitting through the research results for more. Awesome. Keep it coming. Roshni, that's a good cover, I would say. I can see you all powerful standing, and there's a cameraman, which means, it's a great place, and you're putting out yourself so powerfully. It's superb. Actually, this is a very lovely cover. 20 years of training. It's nice, but it's a little too small. It's just that I can't see the last line. So it is your website, I'm guessing. But still, I feel like you can highlight the website a little bigger than what you're doing, because that's the call to action. Make that change to connect and communicate effectively is also nice. But if you have a better pitch, then probably you can use that, but capitalize it, which is make the T, the C, the T, C, C, E capital, which is the first letter of every word, which will make it more impactful to go with, but it's already a very good cover. Oh my God, guys, I'm already up by 15 minutes, so I'm just going to quickly wrap it up today. But yes, for all the love that I've received, indeed, it is great to see that you guys have been pushing out great content, finally committed. This is placed, the red details, not now the next video, which you see. Okay, Roshni, superb enthusiasm, man. Just imagine the lady has been waked up until 2 p.m. to just finish up. That's a superb enthusiasm, Roshni. You are amazing. I love your enthusiasm. Superb, man. To the former non-active clients I do not know in person. Okay, that's lovely. In it together post. I think, guys, you must go and read these things. But at the same time, very quickly, last post, even after putting in so much of effort in designing, decorating the space, it still feels bland. And no worries. Okay, so yes, okay, that's a good start. And it immediately brings the outdoor space Moses. So now, did I mention the plants are amazing and for black thumb like me? Yes, you need not worry about watering them daily. And call to action missing, guys, very important, but good start to the post. Wonderful flow and everything. I think great going, guys. I can see all of your enthusiasm and some amazing content that you guys have posted in already. I have to say, so much that I've seen you guys implementing. It's phenomenal. It makes me so much happier. I'm glad. Less than 3 minutes is great. Less than 3 minutes is really nice. And Roshni, it's nice to know that you're in Malaysia. Hi. But I hope I just hope you're safe and sound and doing well here. But I do want to know, how are you traveling? Because I really want to know that side, but that's on the personal side. But indeed, guys, I have to say that it has been such a phenomenal journey for the last 3 days, being in touch and sharing all these amazing tips and hacks with all of you. You guys have actually made sure that you commit to your own growth, and you would see real difference tomorrow and down the line in your own career and professional growth to come. And that's what is a great success for me, because your success is my success, is our success. So thank you so much, guys, for staying tuned in and checking up on your content, your posts, your profile, and your connection strategies was so amazing. I loved some of your works, like simply awesome. Keep it going, keep the consistency going. Just don't do it because when Kush comes in and drop the emails and WhatsApp and pushes you to do it, you're doing it. Not really, guys. Be self-motivated and do it, and keep it going forever and ever. And you would see just in 3 months success from different directions. Or I wouldn't say success. things will happen, from different directions, because you have been putting your energies in some right direction. And that's what will be working awesome for all of you. Thank you so much for tuning in for today's live session. See you tomorrow on the finale of the webinar. Guys, don't miss out the webinar tomorrow, because there will be no recording, and I'm going to share so much tomorrow. Tools, hack, tricks, tips on the platform that will blow your mind. Please go and rest well. Have some great time with your friends and family, and see you tomorrow on the live. Till then, take care. Bye. Ciao.